Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be opening some miniatures sent to me from the War in a Christmas Village channel. Yes, not only is it a channel with an awesome name, he also makes his own miniatures, which is amazing. Wish I could do that, but I just kit bashed, so yeah. Oh lord, this is off to a wonderful start, ain't it? I've reshot this 4 times, so yay. Anyway. All my crap aside. Guys, I got sent not 1, but 2 sets of miniatures from their collection, and we are going to take a look at them today and see what they're all about. Major excited, so let's roll on to the table and get a good look at these. Alrighty everyone, let's take a look at what the spoils we have from the War in a Christmas Village. Alright. This one right here was one of the very first ones that I saw of any of the miniatures from the War in a Christmas Village series, and that is the Cowboy riding a Jackalope. Yeah, I know, it's real wild, ain't it? It's like this would it's a bit out there, but I like it. Even if I don't get to use this in a game, even though I know I'm gonna get to use this in a game, this will just look really cool painted and sitting on my shelf of weird junk. But you know, got some really nice box art here. Got little cows going all the way around for like a cowpoke feel. Lots of Americana like a postcard art looking stuff on it, which is really nice touches. Turn it around there. That's cool right there. That's cool. Santa Claus holding on to the end of the Jackalope. Jackalope Enterprise. One second. Oh lord, I think I'm allergic to jackalopes. Oh no, that's terrible. This video's gonna go horrible. What am I talking about? None of my videos go good. But anyway, oh yeah, like I said, nice box art, a nice little gimmick there. Let's take a look at it. Alright, get out the dice, Cowboy, and the Jackalope itself. Big on plastic. Alright. The dice itself, really nice, solid, feels good. It's got a skull and crossbones on 2 sides and arrows on the other, so I guess you could use like. Okay, we're going that way apparently. Nice catch, Cowboy. Anyway, yeah, I could definitely see that being used in a game for some sort of mechanic. My camera picked up the skull and the face recognition stuff. That's a bit silly. I like that. Alright, let's take a look at the old Cowboy first. I'm going to zoom in here. Alright. Got some really nice detail in this. Really nice. Plastic's a bit, or resin, plastic, I don't know. Can't quite tell. Got some give to it. I mean, pretty rigid. Not going to bend very easily. They definitely would stand up to being dropped. He's pretty simplistic for a cowboy, which I like, because if I was going to kit bash him into something else, it wouldn't take much. You'd, like, easily give him change up his hat a little bit, put like a couple of weapons on him or something, or heck, you know, even use him in like a zombie apocalypse type thing. Really nice. A lot of potential with that little cowboy. I like that. Alright, now for the main event here. The Jackalope itself. Alright, camera. There we go. I'm loving the fur detail on this. The bags are really awesome. The saddle looks great in the facial features on that Jackalope. Nice. It's not like I normally see. You don't normally see things like this, which I really do like. The horns are really well done. They're, like I said about that plastic, it's like they're not gonna break off very easily. Like if I drop this ain't gonna snap off. And they're sort of molded to the ears, so that's really good. That means they're really sturdy. They ain't going nowhere. The only mold lines I see that are a major problem, well, I could possibly see a major problem, is like right across the saddle and right down the middle of its face. But for me, I don't really sweat them kind of things. I just, you know, trim it up a little bit if it's too obvious and then just paint it up. But I really like that. My players will get used to that. One moment, we got a knock at the door. Alright everybody, sorry about that. We had a knock at the door and it was the zombie gnomes. They were back again. Had to get rid of them. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay. Well, like I was saying, the mold issues are not that bad. I mean, I just, the only place that they're, sticking out the most is on the saddle here and down the center of the Jackalope's face. But to those of you who clean up your miniatures before you paint them, which is definitely not me, you got, like, that right there, you guys can easily clean that up. This plastic is, it's real rigid, but it feels like it wouldn't be too hard to carve away with that, and you wouldn't be able to wouldn't worry about destroying any detail. Let's see how well this fits on there. Well, dang. The Cowboy fits, like, pretty much exactly on there. That's really nice. That's really cool. My players are going to get a kick out of that. They love coming in contact with random animals that have the chance to be mounts and such. And I actually have a merchant in my world that's just a weird person. Like, they're the weirdest of the weird. They just show up and, like, they're wearing, like, a banana colored robe and all that stuff. It's like, this would go great with that merchant. This actually reminds me of the wizard with the half horse, half frog thing from the Drizzt series. I, for the life of me, cannot remember any of their names because it's been years since I've read any of the books, but I really like that. That's the kind of wild stuff my players just adore in these games, so that's going to get a lot of use in the games. Slide them over here to the side, and we're going to zoom out for the next one. Alright, this one right here. This next one, I was very excited when I saw this one, because I could see a lot of potential with this one. Also, it fills a few gaps in my collection. Now we have the, I believe this set was called the Mistletoe Misfits. It's got like a tombstone kind of thing going all the way around it. Got painted portrait of the Rat King. Love it. On the other side we got the Reindeer Barbarian. On the top we got the Reindeer Barbarian, a steampunk looking rabbit, and I'm guessing that's Jack Frost. Okay, we got colored versions of all the minis you can get in this set. Got the Nutcracker, Rat King, a Baba Yaga looking kind of witch there in a sweater. Roderick there, that's awesome. Roderick. If you don't know who Roderick is, that's DM Scotty's mascot. Got the Barbarian, Jack Frost, and the steampunk rabbit. I like that. Alright, let's take a look at this. Pop on open here. Oh, Nutcracker's making a break for it. Pop all these out of there. Set them down, that way I don't send them flying like I did in the previous take of this video. We got another dice. That's great. Got a set of those. Be gone plastic. Back to the floor from which you belong. Zoom in a little bit. Alright, we're going to start off with the, why not? We'll start off with the Rat King. Alrighty. Now this one right here, I was very excited for when I saw. I have a soft spot for rodents of any kind, especially Ratman. It's the game like Vermintide and stuff like that. Love those games. This right here will be perfect because he's literally a Rat King. The mold issues are just a little bit stronger up on his face, but that ain't nothing too hard to fix. Plastic's a little bit lighter on his cheeks here. I don't know if that's maybe just where he rubbed up against something in the packaging, but it's not too big of a deal. The swords are, I really like the weapons on these because they're thick enough to where they're not gonna bend, but they're not, like, it's not like they're swinging LARP boffer weapons. They actually look like swords, and they're sturdy. They're not gonna just bend easily. But I really like that. That's definitely going to be one of my favorites. We'll see him to the side here. And we're going to move on to the Barbarian. He's a big old sucker. Really great detail on him. Horns look badass. He's got all sorts of little details. Oh, got a stray hair there from the cat. How the heck I got in a package? I don't know. Anyway, he's got the really well done bent back legs. He's got a big old hammer. It looks like it's made of a rock. Ooh. lighting's acting a bit funny, or maybe that's just the way that's just the way I'm seeing it in the viewfinder. Okay, yeah, we got he's got a little cowbell on his hip there. That is great. That is great. Alright, everybody, sorry about the jump cut there. My battery died and I had to switch it out. But anyway, back to the old reindeer you fella here. As I said before, he's got the chain across his chest. He's got a cowbell hanging from his hip. That's really cool. I like that. Really good fur detail right here on his back. Got pauldron. I could definitely see using this as like a legendary kind of like a werebeast. Like, you know, or maybe like a you know, a forest god of the hunt, or a forest guardian kind of thing. I really could see that being used for that. It's really great. It's got like a very almost like Greek gladiator war skirt thing going on there. I like that. Bandages all over his hands and legs there. Ugh. Messing up this review already. Let's set him to the side here. Let's move on to the witch, the old Baba Yaga looking lady there. She looks pretty cool there. She got, holy crap, she got a duck foot. I did not notice that. She got a duck foot. That is awesome. Got the curved knife. Even the knife, real sturdy. That ain't gonna go nowhere. She got a little bird or raven on her staff. Lots of really good wood detail. Oop, hit the camera again. Sorts of little ropes and stuff hanging off of her. It's like a ladle or something there. Oh, that is cool. She has a little kid like tied up on her back. It's great. Next to like a giant bone. That is really cool. A little extra like creepy thing there. It's almost like Krampus just stealing the children. Get a very hag-like nose. The horns. I actually don't have any like witches or hags in my collection, so this right here, that actually allows me to have a less of a gap in my collection, so that one I'm really happy to get. Sorry if the lighting's a bit weird. My viewfinder keeps telling me, like, you know, my viewfinder keeps changing on me as if I'm like, you know, as if my lights are freaking out, but they don't seem to be changing anything. I'm having technical difficulties here. I'm not even, it's stuff I'm not even touching. Let's go on to the Nutcracker. I'm really digging the clothes on the Nutcracker. Very, like, soldier-esque. He's got a really good detail in the face. Can't tell if you can see that or not. Really good detail in the face. This would be good for like if you had you wanted to have like a wooden construct, like a mage's guardian or something, like, you know, or really like a toy fight, like a toy maker, like one of the toys come to life and try to start fighting your players. That'd be really good for that. Or maybe, like, you know, your players get polymorphed into something. A lot of uses. And heck, if you don't even use these would be good. Like, if you did a head swap, put on a different head, you can have like a general of the armies kind of thing. Got a saber here, a little nicks in the sword too, as if he's like been fighting. Him and the. Oh, if it wants to focus, nah, it ain't gonna focus, is it? Nah, it ain't gonna focus. But like him and the rat dude just going at it. Anyway. Well, hold on a second. Let me take a look at it real quick. Dang. I'm a bit amazed. I didn't even notice little knots on the rope there. On his, I don't know what these are called. So cool. Alright, up next we got Jack Frost. Alright. He'd work well for a, you know, funny enough, I think if you swapped his head with a Darth Maul head, he would almost look like he would almost look like the Night King. That's pretty cool. He would definitely work for a Ganassi of some kind. If you didn't want to use him as just a Jack Frost, he would definitely work for a Ganassi or maybe a half elf. He's got a mage. He's a mage. Unless you did like a weapon swap and made that into something else. Yeah. I love the little goatee he's got going on there. I love the little swirly bits on his outfit. They're really good. Sorry for my lack of words. It's just I can't really think of anything negative to say about these. They're actually really nice. See, at first when I got these, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, some of these I was having a little trouble thinking of what to use them for, but now that I'm actually looking at them and seeing them, yeah, all sorts of possibilities have opened up. So all my any critiques that I had, I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay, sorry. All right, let's move on to the steampunk rabbit there. This one right here, my sister already is in love with because she loves rabbits, so she may end up pilfering this one from my collection. This would work really well if you had like a sci-fi kind of like game, kind of like that game Beyond Good and Evil. This would work perfect for that because they got all sorts of animals running around. A really big old steampunk blaster, the bandolier of like shells or containers. I'm not sure, but I think the rabbit has a little turtle hanging there on her pouch there. That is really cool. If that is a turtle, it looks like a turtle. Anyway, it's got a little aviator's cap thing. It's got a little aviator's cap thing going on. It's got a bag full of Easter eggs and carrots. So I'm guessing this is like the Easter bunny. This is really nice. Yeah. I don't really know anything offhand of what to use this for in my games, but I got a feeling I'll find some way. I mean, if I can find a way to put a Jackalope in there, I can definitely put a steampunk Easter bunny in there somewhere. It's gonna look really great. These are gonna be fun to paint too. There's lots of the fur details are really good. I really hope that wasn't shot. And last but not least, we're gonna move on to Roderick. He is working. He is looking really good. Got that very dynamic kind of pose there, and he's got his little tankard there hanging from his hip. Really nice sword. Like I said, I'm still really happy with the weapons on these minis because like they're not, like I said before, they're not flimsy at all. They're not like, they're rigid, but they're not too rigid. All sorts of little engraving work on the axe blade, the sword handle. Hopefully you can see it. My lighting is just a bit poor today. Chainmail's looking really nice. Little emblem on his clasp there, really good. His like mohawk or whatever that is. This one right here will definitely probably get used a lot in my games. Use it for because I don't have many human. I find out I don't think I actually have any other than my townsfolk. I don't think I have that many human player characters. So Roderick will definitely get a lot of uses. Definitely get a lot of uses. Alrighty. Alright, let's back on out and we'll give a little recap and talk about some other stuff. Alright everybody, that is the War in a Christmas Village miniatures that I was sent. And honestly, I gotta say, I really like them. I just now remembered something they reminded me of. They remind me of the fairy tale minis that you can get on Amazon. I don't exactly know what kind of game they're for, but they're very similar to this in a way because they got one that looks like Peter Pan, one that looks like Captain Hook, that kind of thing. But the War in a Christmas Village ones are very similar in style. They got that like fairy tale, whimsical kind of thing, but they're Christmas. And yeah, the other sets are a little more zombie related, and I definitely intend to get some of those because they're look. If they're anything like these, I'm gonna love them and I'm gonna get a lot of use out of them. But yeah, these these minis are available on these miniatures are available on Amazon. I will put a link in the description below so you can find them in case you want to buy them yourself. But also at the end of the video, I will put a link to the War in a Christmas Village channel, so that way you can just go there and see the video with the rest of them for yourself. Or if you have any questions, you can message them there. And yeah. Also, check out the Gingerbread Gang. The Gingerbread Gang look awesome. it's crazy how cool they look. But I'm not gonna spoil anything else about that, because, yeah, just go see for yourself. You'll like it. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Go check out Warner Christmas Village. It's got a lot of really good videos, and the miniatures are definitely I'd say definitely worth the money. So if you're not even gonna use them as they are, you can definitely modify them and make them into something that you could use. They're very good. Real sturdy plastic or resin. Don't really know exactly which are. Very little mold issues, at least for me, because I don't really care for molding that much, unless it's like, you know, really, really bad. That's the only time I actually care. Other than that, I just paint them up, put them on the table, and just roll with it. I ain't said that in a while. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you in the next one, and, well, you know what to do. I butchered that ending, didn't I?